world. Thank you, Heinrich. Thank you for that compliment. And thank you to Robert for the presentation, and George and Eddie for sharing your experience. And wow, I enjoyed what I heard George was sharing. What an interesting life. And you continue to add value to people's lives. And so, yes, man, it's so awesome to be with each and every one of you. Thank you for the opportunity. And here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. From the age of 7, I had been selling things. My school case or bag was not filled with books, but it was filled with either sweets, Chelsea buns, ice creams, etc., etc. And before school would start, I would be selling that. By the time I got to around about grade 6, I was selling newspapers, and I had about 1,000 clients that I was distributing newspapers to. By the time I was in grade 11, I was already in an informal business. By the time I finished school, I had a transportation business, and I was pursuing business and making money. And of course, I had various brick and mortar businesses, as the Americans would say. But I became so miserable. And of course, as you have heard right now, that I am a pastor, that's my vocation. And I became so miserable in all this business, and I just walked out of it. I had a partner, fortunately. I went to Bible college. And of course, I was used to making money from primary school right into high school. And then along those journeys, long story short, I got married. And so now I am a licensed minister, and eventually I'm an ordained minister. And what happens is now I'm on staff, and I'm earning about 500 Rand a month. That's about $30 per month. And of course, it created so much havoc in my marriage. And as you all know, where there's no finance, there's no romance. And of course, life became very, very challenging. And I began to ask some questions, because the paradigm at that time, and everybody thought it was like to forsake all and follow the Lord. And of course, meanwhile, while we're here, we're going to take care of our kids. We could not have kids at that point in time. My wife was extremely, extremely depressed and miserable and always teary. And of course, we were doing everything we could, visiting various doctors and so forth. And when our first son was born, eventually, many years after marriage, he was a special needs child. And so I began to realize that I needed to pull up my socks. As much as I was passionate about helping people in the ministry, I needed to make provision for the day when I am no longer on this earth, and so that this boy could be taken care of. We have 3 kids. 2 of them are in varsity, doing the elders. My daughter's doing an honors program right now, and we've been tremendously blessed. But here's the thing: when I was introduced to co-op life, and I see the potential of helping other people, and by that I'm helping myself, I got so excited, and in no time I got busy. And I began to introduce people left, right, and center, bringing people on board. And of course, here's the deal. In the previous program, the program before CoopCrowd, Coop 50/50, I was involved. And of course, through that program alone, we were able to give close to $10,000 away to people around the world. And that makes one's heart so glad and fills it with so much joy. But now with CoopCrowd, my goodness me, this thing is on steroids. We're on a turbo boost right now. And as you heard George was saying, and even Eddie right now, I would rather earn 1% from 100 people than to earn 100% of my own efforts. And this is what this program does for us every single day. And here's the things what makes me so excited about co-op life. We have what is called an automated system. Once I've set it up, it's set up. I can be sleeping and money comes into the next thing, my private digital wallet. I love the fact that we have an automated system. We have a private digital wallet. And then of course, the next thing about this amazing company and this amazing platform is we receive tools. And of course, it guides you, and there's training, and there's a community, and there's a family, and we're sharing with one another. And I am blown away, everybody, by what one can do with $25. $25 every month as we all come into this amazing program. And so every day I was just looking at my wallet right now and how much I have received over the last 2 months. I'm blown away. And of course, I'm not even focusing on this thing right now because there's so many other things happening in my home and in my family. But the thing is set up and we are receiving donations on a daily basis. Now, if you're here for the very first time tonight, I want to encourage you. If you have a story like mine, where you have had disadvantage, where you've had breakdown, where you've had unfulfillment, and where you found yourself where you find yourself in the doldrums, tonight or this day, whoever invited you loves you so much. If I was you, I would send them something to say thank you, a note, a card, a gift, because this is the place where you and I are going to make a difference in our world. We're going to make it a better place. And at the same time, listen, ladies and gents, we're going to improve our lives. You've tried the rest, but today you've come to the best. Co-op life, CoopCrowd is the place to be. Residual donations. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I get it in dollars. My goodness me, Heinrich. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I love what David T. Rose has put together. I love this community. I love everybody that's a part of Co-op life, making contributions in people's lives, thereby making this place, this world, a better place for each and everyone, and the next generation especially. I love you guys. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Good to be here with you guys tonight, and I look forward to the next presentations and the locker room training on Saturday and everything else that happens in this amazing family. Hey, this is the place to be. I'm asking you tonight, open up your eyes, open up your mind. Let's do this. Make the world a better place by making a donation, sharing with other people, grow your team, and watch what happens. You will never, ever be broke another day in your life. I got to stop right now. I'm thanking you so much for the opportunity.